everyone, 5 tips for invisible disease, whether you have an invisible disease or your loved one has an invisible disease, or maybe you suspect that you have an invisible illness. So these tips will be able to help you no matter where you are on your journey. Number 1, research, research, research. Make sure you read everything that you can on the disease or even just your set of symptoms that you have. Learn everything you can. This will not only help advance your knowledge, but will also be able to get you to the right provider. So keep in mind that a lot of healthcare providers specialize, but then they further specialize into even a specific disease or an area of interest. So for instance, a rheumatologist may actually specialize in Sjogren's or specialize in lupus or rheumatoid arthritis. It's important to get to those folks, even if you are not sure. So say you suspect you have rheumatoid arthritis. I mean, what better than to see a specialist that really has this area of interest, this specialty of specialties, we'll say, in the disease itself. So that is my recommendation. Read everything that you can. Number 2, I would surround yourself with supportive people. So those that are empathetic to your situation. Maybe they don't fully understand, but they're sensitive to what's happening with you. Also getting yourself into a support group. There are so many online and also in person. And you may be thinking, well, I don't really have a diagnosis yet. That's okay. I see many folks in these support groups I'm a part of that just are questioning. They're suspected to have this disease. And most of the time, these groups will allow you in because you're gaining information, right? It's supposed to be about information exchange. You'll learn more about the disease itself, and maybe that will help to also get you to the right healthcare provider as well. So maybe who to see and who not to see, and also what treatments are out there. It's really good to kind of get that firsthand knowledge from others that have been through a similar situation. Number 3, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. It's so important, whether you have a diagnosis or not, to listen to your body's messages. Really listen to them. And, if you feel like you need to rest, then go rest. And it can be really hard to disappoint others as well as yourself when you want to do something, but you're unable to. And, I just want to empower you, just to make sure that you do not make yourself feel bad. So, we have this physical illness and then emotionally we feel bad on top of it because we can't do something. And certainly, please don't allow others to make you feel guilty, because we can't control how we're feeling. Which leads me to my next tip, number 4, get to a good mental health professional or therapist. I really do believe that whether you have a health struggle or not, life is just hard, right? So, I think it's very helpful to actually have a mental health professional that you can go talk to and really vent, and also help to manage things, especially when you have invisible disease. Think about this. So you have this disease that you're struggling with, and you've had to modify your life, right? It impacts everything. So your family, your work, absolutely everything. And you're also trying to deal with the fact that it's invisible. So, and not just from the medical community, right? So you're struggling through the medical community, trying to get them to listen to you, but also maybe those that you love, those that you hold most dear might not understand, and having to deal with losing friends or even a relationship with a loved one. So dealing with those issues. So I really do think that getting yourself to a good mental health professional, and also don't feel stigmatized about it. So, I think that's also really important. Number 5, never give up on yourself. My grandmother, who passed away over 10 years ago, would say to me, never give up the ship. And we'd have a fun laugh. But I know what she was trying to tell me. She was trying to tell me to never give up on myself, no matter what. So I'm asking you to never give up on yourself. Never. If you know something's going on with your body, keep pushing for the answers that you deserve. Invisible illness is certainly not for the faint of heart. I know that for sure. And a metamorphosis seems scary. A transformation seems scary. But honestly, it's all about perspective. We can choose happiness, which is why I love this shirt. We can, through every circumstance. These difficulties often have a lesson for us to learn, right? These challenges. But I can tell you for sure that my greatest challenges, my greatest difficulties have become my greatest blessings, and they can for you as well. You know, I talk more about this personal transformation in my book, and not just my own story, but how you can also pertain this to your own circumstance. So I do want to give you an update about my book, Girl on a Gurney. I had a meeting with my literary agent last week, and I need to strengthen my platform a little more. So I do need your help. If you like the content, please subscribe and share with others. So I need more subscribers on this YouTube channel. We're just getting ready to send out the book proposal to publishers, and just need a bit of a stronger platform. So I'll ask for your help on that. I also want to tell you about the next several videos I have planned. So the next 2 videos are actually going to be dedicated to my own personal invisible diseases. So the next one is going to be on Sjogren's, and the one after that, endometriosis. And I also have a fellow autoimmune sufferer, invisible disease sufferer, who is willing to let me interview her. So that is going to be the 3rd and last video in this invisible disease series. So please subscribe, and thank you, and be well.